just move this on.
We're being very good with this, so that's great. Alright, your turn.
Okay, so 5 actions. Okay, I'm going to buy a card. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to buy another card because I'm a corporation and that's what we do.
That's what you can do.
We basically just win games by spending money or actions. Okay, so my first actual action is number 7. Sorry, guy, but you gotta die.
He's getting slamming in the back.
Slam in the back, so
Which
he's
is
got...
very bad for him.
Yep. So I got 3 dice, plus an extra 1 because I'm a guard.
That's an extra 1 because you moved.
Yep, so 5 dice.
And I get 2, and my speed is 5+, so I have to dodge.
Okay, let's see what happens. That's not looking good for you. So, 3 successes.
2 successes. 3 successes.
I can't believe it.
So we drew. Well, it's still good for you because now he's got a turn to face him.
And I can get out of dodge with my striker.
So your striker doesn't have to worry about that threat hex anymore.
Alright. Okay, cool. Let's try and do some scoring then. So number 3, my only remaining striker on the pitch, is going to move his 5. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here.
You sure you're not going to sprint?
No.
Probably get you further.
Yep, I'm good. I'm good with that. And then another action on him. Now he's going to sprint. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to stay there. Then I'm going to play a card. So, striker or jack.
Throw.
I'm going to throw. So I got 3 dice.
It's actually 2 dice from there.
Because the range, so it's
2 dice.
2 dice on the striker.
And it's a small target.
So 2 dice. I am going to use my Quotient dice because I want to score this. And I don't think this is going to be a very high scoring game, so 2 points I think are going to be a big deal.
Yeah, they're going to make all the difference.
So I'm looking for 4s, and I want a showboat.
No, you miss.
And I fail badly, which leaves that striker in a pretty poor position. See where it goes. So 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's going this direction. And it goes 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a jack, isn't it?
He's a jack, yeah.
So close to your jack. But no, and that's a guard, so he can't really do anything.
Yeah, he can't pick up the ball or anything like that.
So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so it is your turn because I used all my actions and I dropped the ball anyway.
And it's ref.
The ref goes 7. I'm going to leave him there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy a card. And then, so that was one action. Bought a card. Bring this guy to the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. try and slam this guy. This guy.
I've realised my mistake. That I should have had this guy facing this way, so he could have still shot here, and then you would have been in my front here as well. So it would have been if you went around the back, would have been a foul.
But there's no advantage to me going around the back for strikers, because they all they can do is dodge.
I was hoping that you might have just forgot around the back.
4 on that striker.
Okay, I've got 4 dices. 4 dices, 4 dice.
4 die.
Ooh. And then 3 exploding dice.
4, so we turn to face. Nothing too exciting from that. Let's see, and that was my second action, wasn't it?
Yep.
Third action. 1, 2, 3. What's this so slow? Third action, I'm going to move this guy here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to sprint this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was my second to last action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. You got 1 more left?
One last action is to try and pick up this ball. And he's going to get 4 dice at 4 plus. Makes it and doubles, which means he gets a free action. It's free action. It's going to be to run backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's not going to score many goals doing that.
He's not going to, but you're very likely to be able to steal the ball from him, and so I'm going to make him as far away from me as possible. And ref check.
Random action.
All ref checks do 1 extra dice.
Ooh, 3 dice.
I'm just going to leave him here.
Cool. I also realised that in my turn I forgot to move these guys down.
Okay, great. So move them down.
Alright, so the ball is deep in your half. What am I going to do about it? I don't really know. So I'm going to buy 2 cards, and I'm hoping this is going to tell me the answers.
Give you some ideas. It's still winning, so if it goes to time, it's definitely going to be you who wins.
Okay, I kind of want to get rid of some of these in my own half, but then at the same time, I need them dead.
Yeah.
Not just off the field for a couple of
rounds.
Yeah. So I need to free up my striker.
My guys are pretty much not. These guys are like, they're not going anywhere because they can't evade. They can, it's just very unlikely because they need 5 plus.
Right. Okay. Save to striker, that's what we need to do first. So number 6 is going to move to here. Then for his second action,
Slam.
Yep, he's going in the back.
My guy is going to slam back.
Oh, was he facing me?
He was facing
that way.
Yeah.
So he's got a dodge.
Oh yeah, he has to dodge, which is bad because he gets 2 dice out of dodge.
So I'm a jack, so I get 3 dice plus 1 for momentum. So I'm slamming.
And I'm a guard, so I just get 3 dice minus 1.
Gets the threat.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm looking for 4s.
Ouch.
And the jack. Oh no, not as good as we first thought, but still pretty pokey.
0, so I need to beat 4. I've got 2, so he will be off. 2.
Sorry, I would have pushed you to here, and he would have followed up.
Which is fine, because I no longer have 7 men on the pitch, which was a foul that he never called.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
So now I don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so...
It's only a foul if you get noticed.
And I never notice.
Spike does it to me all the time. I think to myself, I need to look out for these. I need to count how many men he has at the pitch because I know he's going to try and bring on an extra one. And I forget about it, so he brings on an extra one like literally 2 seconds later.
Alright, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm playing dirty. So my striker number 3, self-preservation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to go to 5 there. And I'm hoping that if he moves, he falls over.
He'll probably fall over if he tries to move.
So let's see what happens with that.
Get my... Is that...
So ends of the turn. It's 8. Let's see what happens with the ref. Moves 2. We'll put the ref there.
Great. So my turn. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a card. Then I'm going to play an event. I'm going to take away the extra dice that the ref has, and I'm going to put Bloodthirsty Fans, which means that any injury gets a fan check.
Okay, I'm going to play an event. And I'm going to play Blood on the Pitch, which all dash attempts.
Target numbers are 1 higher, so instead of needing 1 to succeed, 1 success, I need 2 success. So one of the things that's quite important to remember is the number you need on the dice never changes, it's always the number of successes you need. I'm going to slam this guy with this guy. So this will only be 4 dice for me because I'm not had a running start.
I might get 4 dice.
Only 1 success.
Okay, so I should be able to beat this.
And if you double it, you get a free move. You've definitely doubled it.
Definitely doubled it.
Get to move 1 square, if you'd like.
I don't want to move out of your threat, because then you get the plane of action on him, and then you get an extra dice.
Yeah.
So I am going to leave him where he is.
That is a good idea. Alright, so next I'm going to start moving this guy down the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Look at him go.
Okay, this is going to have to be a risky move. Now I'm going to try and dash here, which means he's going to need 2 successes because of the event that's been played. Actually, before I do, sorry, he was there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was like there. I'm going to move him anyway, so let's not worry about where he was, but I've still got another action token before I risk losing my entire turn. I'm going to use to move him there. That's correct, right? So I've taken 1 action with it. I bought a card.
Yeah.
1 action with him, 1 action with that guy. I'm going to move him there now. And then my final...
So you're going to attempt to dash and...
Yeah, my final is to try and dash into that square. And I will get 4 dice because I'm a striker. I'm going to use my coaching dice, and I need 2 successes. Completely pairing it. I'm going to play this card, which lets me generate a fan check. Unfortunately, I've only got 1 pip off that fan check. I was hoping for. Hoping for 2.
It always happens.
So I could get another coaching dice. And he's dashed into there, and then he's going to take a throw action. Now, the run was part of the throw. This is 2 dice, plus 1 for being a striker, minus 1 for moving, minus 1 for small targets. So he's got 1 dice, 4 plus. Makes it. Doubles it.
So he gets a fan check.
Gets a fan check. 2 pips.
So you get a coaching dice.
Get a coaching dice, but I lose all of my... So I've got a total of 4 pips, but I lose everything to get my coaching dice, so I don't get to keep the extra 1. And that was a very lucky
2 points.
shot.
We'll move this on.
Move that on.
And the ref. Also, in my end of my turn, I forgot to move these guys again.
The ref gets to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's to your left, so it'll be there. That's
Okay, so see where it comes in. 3, so right in front of the ref. It's a long way for a guy to go to get there. Right. Let's see.
You have a lot of cards in your hand.
I've got a lot of cards. But not enough cards.
You can only play each card on each dude once, so 1 card per turn.
So first, I move this jack up to here to annoy this guy.
He ain't going nowhere. Oh, and I forgot to move this guy.
We are terrible at this. I'm going to buy a card. This is when you wish you buy the cards at the start of the round. And I'm going to buy a second card, please, sir. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. So we will leave them there for now. Number 1 is coming back on the pitch. And hopefully he won't be exiting the pitch soon. So he's going to spring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to dodge his threat hex. And he can just about get to the ball with his next action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to attempt to pick up the ball. Yes, he's got 4 dice for that. He doubles it.
So he gets a free action.
Right.
So you have to use the free action first.
And I can't shoot from here because he's in the way.
Yeah, so he's blocking.
So I need to shoot from here.
Yeah, the only squares you can shoot without... So you wouldn't be able to shoot from any of these. You can shoot from these. Yeah, you can shoot from these, but these ones are obviously in threat hexes, so you lose a dice. But you can shoot from these 2 little bad boys.
Okay, right, I know what I'm doing. We know what we're doing. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And he's going to attempt to shoot. And he's going to face that way. So you can still see the strike hex. So this is probably not going to work. So from that range, I've got 3 dice. +1 because he's a striker, -1 because he's moved, -1 because
small targets.
Yeah. So looking for 4s.
Double it, so you get the fan check.
And then
that's your first fan check.
I'm going to play this to get another fan check.
First fan check was a...
I shook his hand there.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball shatters.
But yeah, that's just 1 pip.
Cool.
Go under.
Well, it's good to know that no one has the Ball Shatters event card.
I think there's 2 copies.
Crap. Then that could be bad still.
It's a great.
So move this on. Ref check.
Ref
Not
check.
check. The move. How many does the ref move?
3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And we need to launch the ball. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it lands up over there. I don't know if that's the way you meant to do it, but it doesn't really make a difference because it's 50-50 chance as long as you decide beforehand. Okay, that makes it quite difficult for Mr. Brokkr because he is slow.
Good.
He can get there in 8 though, which is what he has. Right. He will, if he tries to pick it up after a sprint, he won't be able to get there in 8 because it'll have to be 2 runs.
Yeah, he's facing the wrong way.
First things first, let me buy a card. He's back to you. Okay. That's useful. I'm going to play a card.
You play a run.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just to get him closer to that ball. And he'll be able to pick it up without any troubles. But now, I need to try and save this guy. Okay.
What I love about this game is you start with formation and then it
all
pretty
just
much
goes.
disintegrates.
Yeah, I've heard that with Blood Bowl you reset after every point, but this is just a little bit more chaotic. You've got to be thinking a few steps ahead. Now I could try to evade with him and try and slam him in the back, which is what I'd like to do, but 5+ speed makes that very difficult. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to slam with him. So this will be straight up 4 dice versus 4 dice. I've got a better strength, so I have more chance of winning, but
Not with a
that,
dice roll.
So just 1.
So I have 4 dice, looking for 4s, and I get 2.
So you've doubled me, which means you get to push me back.
I'm going to push it to here, and I am going to follow.
He follows up. I get to roll my armor check. I just need 1 success. I get it, and I'm fine. Okay. So that was my third action because I bought a card.
So you have 2 actions left that you can play on your striker.
Yeah. I forgot I hadn't played an action one yet, so that's what I'm going to do. 1 action to try and pick up this ball. Come on, get on. I've magnetised my ball. For you people who don't understand what just happened there. Science happened. 4 dice, 4+. Makes it. Hopefully I can double, because then I can get a 3. Double. Great.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if only I could sprint there. If I could. This 4 movement speed is an absolute nightmare. Unfortunately, all dash target numbers are 1 higher, so I could take the risk like I did before, and most likely fall over on my face. And that's what I'm going to do.
Cool. That's what I was hoping you'd do.
I'm going to use my coaching dice again. So this is going to be a 4.
At the moment, he's facing this way.
Yeah, he should be facing. I want him to be facing
This way.
Oh, actually, no, I want him to be facing that way. That's fine. So this is going to be 3 dice plus 1 for being a striker, plus 1 for coaching dice. I need 2 successes, so 2, 5 plus.
Oh, he makes it.
Just make it. And then I've got my final action. Is that right? Yeah, my final action. I picked up the... No, was that part of my final action? I forgot what happened.
Okay.
Great, so we've gone back and we've realised that that was part of my throw. So I've somehow managed, when I was doing the actions, I overcounted. So this is going to be I've run and now I'm throwing. That's 2 dice for the distance, plus 1 dice for being striker, minus 1 dice for small targets, minus 1 dice for having moved, 1 dice.
See, 4 up.
4 up on 1 dice.
Oh!
Yes! And the Dreadball fans go wild as I score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen.
And I get a fan check. I get 0 pips. It's risk versus reward, and that was a big risk, but a decent reward.
So, turn moves over. And the ref.
And the ref.
And move your guy in the injury box.
Yes, we'll move him there. And